Hey guys, I know it's been so long. When I tell you so much has been going on, and all good things, it's just been a really busy month, and no, I'm lying. It's been like a busy two months. Pretty busy, all good things, but I'm just glad to be back. And I've been dying to do a reading for you guys, so I'm gonna do it now. I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys, if you guys are new to my channel, welcome. I am a channeler, tarot reader, psychic medium, and I've been dabbling more into doing channeled messages before my tarot readings, before I pull out any cards or anything like that, just to kind of get some practice in. But I'm gonna start off with a spiritual message, see what spirit has for you guys, and then from there we'll move on to the reading. So, if you want something more personalized, please check in the description box for that information. Remember, this is YouTube. There's so many people watching, so many energies. Not everything will resonate, but sometimes all of it will. Take what belongs to you and leave the rest. All right, guys? So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to go ahead and clear the air. If you guys have your volume up loud, just letting you know, I'm about to hit this. I don't want to blow up your guys' ears, just in case, okay? Archangel Michael, we ask all the ancestors and loved ones, the Holy Spirit, to be here to give a clear message. Thank you, Spirit. So automatically I'm getting goosebumps already. I see a maze. Like, you know what it reminds me of? If you guys ever seen the show Squid Games, it's a maze of stairs. And the energy that I'm getting from this, the feeling that I'm getting is some of you may be feeling lost right now. Not knowing where to go. I almost see you guys going through through the steps over and over again, even going the same path and then seeing yourselves trying to do another path, but it's almost like you end up in the same place. So I see a little frustration there. Spirit just said it's part of the process. That you are gaining intelligence from this. I'm not sure what that means for some of you. Everyone's situation is going to be different, but apparently this stagnation I'm hearing is part of the process, and you're going to gain some type of, just heard, wisdom, intelligence, experience from this. Slow but steady. I don't know why I see the pink Pokemon. Is his name Slowpoke, the pink one? I want to look it up, but I'm recording with my phone, so I can't right now. I'm pretty sure his name is Slowpoke. He's a pink Pokemon. He's like, he's a little slow. That's what I see, and I see. Please don't take offense to this. It's just the energy. It's making it very clear that your pace is slow for some reason. And Spirit is also saying, and it's not, like, there's nothing you can do to speed this up because it's part of your process. So don't feel like you are lacking in anything or that you're not doing enough. This is part of the process. Spirit has you on this journey, on this walk, on these stairs for a purpose, for a reason. So please don't, have a little bit more grace with yourself, and please don't be too hard on yourself, because this is part of the journey. Okay, you guys are doing enough. Spirit is clarifying you're doing enough. You're good. Why am I getting all these like movies and shit right now? So now I'm seeing, for those who are Harry Potter fans or who have seen this movie, I want to say it's the Goblet of Fire. Is that the one where the kids are like doing this crazy tournament? I want to say it's part 4 or 5, one of those. But I'm Spirit is showing me the scene where Harry Potter has to jump in that like river or the lake, and he has to turn into that mermaid or whatever, right? He takes the thing that Longbottom gives him so that he's able to breathe underwater, right? It's part of the tournament. It's part of what he has to do. He has to mask himself. I'm hearing some people need to mask themselves to be something else to gain what they want. I have no idea what that means, guys. I'm just a messenger. If you guys know what I'm talking about, go ahead and leave that in the comments, because that's very interesting. But there's something about the sense of needing to almost like fake it till you make it, but also there's some sort of masking that needs to happen for you to get to where you want to be for some reason. Now I'm seeing a praying mantis. Now from what I remember, the praying mantis in like the animal totem, it symbolizes like mindfulness, patience, your intuition, and again, slowing down. There's something about needing to slow down. What are you guys doing that you're like, I heard the word hustling and bustling, which is funny because I don't fucking use that word. I don't use those terms, but that's what I heard. Some people are just, you doing too much, I heard Spirit saying. You doing too much. And you need to slow the fuck down. You know what song I just heard? Slow down. Girl, let me love you. Hey. I haven't heard that song in so long. I'm about to play it when I'm done. You're the one I'm searching for. Yeah, that's a good one. Slow down. What is it with this slowing down? We're definitely going to pull out more stuff in the cards, because I want to hear about this, because there's something that you guys are rushing. What are you guys rushing? Enjoy the process. Let me see if I can get anything else, and then we can get into the cards. You know what's funny? I'm seeing leopard spots, but it's like I'm not seeing it like I'm not seeing a leopard, but it's just showing me specifically the spots. I don't know why. I have a lot of animals and insects that love to come to me during my readings and to present themselves, but this is the first time it's like I just see the fur, which is kind of interesting. I'm not complaining. I think it's actually kind of cool. Something about your raw personal power. And I think that with this slowness, this is what you guys are going to get out of it. When I think of a leopard, I think of stealth. I think of adaptability. Which is very interesting, maybe contradicting even, because you would think a leopard is fast. My crown chakra is buzzing right now. Maybe we're getting something else. Give me a second. I'm seeing a gold. I don't know if someone likes to wear gold silk or likes to sleep in like silk. What do you call it? What do you call that? Satin sheets? Is that satin? Like, you know, the kind that you sleep in and you're all sweaty, because that shit makes you. I remember the first time I bought myself some silk sheets. I think they're called silk, right? Or satin. And I remember thinking to myself, it looks so sexy and luxurious, but I was sweating my ass off, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I live in Florida. It's too hot for that shit. So I don't know if that's just like kind of like single out or kind of like confirm who this may be for. But for some reason, I'm seeing like this golden sheet, this golden. But like I was saying before I saw the sheets, it's kind of funny because I'm telling y'all to slow down, but at the end of this, I'm seeing these leopard spots. That's, you know, stealth, adaptability, but also it's like these are skills that are needed from you for some reason. But it's like, it's almost like for you to have it, I heard, in the back burner when it's ready. I feel like something's gonna happen. Like, you guys are just waiting for the sorry. I feel like you guys are waiting for the perfect moment for when you gotta make that move to take that action, whatever it is. And maybe that's why you guys are feeling antsy. Maybe that's why you guys are feeling like, man, but I'm ready. Like, I see you guys like, yo, I'm ready to fucking go. Like, let's fucking do this. There's something going on with my left ear, with the, is there anything else, Spirit, that you want to share? Oh, I'm still here. I'm seeing weathered plants, like flowers. There's something about a cycle closing, I heard. And maybe that's the answer to it from me asking, like, when is it that you guys are going to be able to step into that stealth mode, that, like, let's go, like, take action, is when something about something withering and a new cycle. All right, let's pull out the cards, because I'm just going to keep getting stuff and I want to clarify with the cards. If not, we'll be here all night and I'm so tired. So let's do this. Let's do this. Spirit, what are we going to ask? What do we want to know? Why does my collective need to slow down? Girl, let me love you. I don't remember the rest of the words, so I'm just gonna sing like I know. You know what you're wanting for. Let's get 3. Let's clarify with 3. Why do they need to slow down? Archie, you're making noises over there. Stop doing that. You scare me. Tower moment. I just heard the tower moment needs to happen. So, okay. So that's what I'm getting, guys. It's like you guys are waiting for this thing to happen. Like, there's something that needs to happen before you go in this mode. I just heard panic mode. I don't know who's feeling this way, but like, relax. Like, the tower doesn't always have to be this crazy shit that happens to you, or like some explosive or a crazy fight or any, but it is something that needs to happen so that you can get to the next step. I just heard Spirit say. I'm so sorry, guys. I don't know who needs to hear this. This is for someone specific. I don't know if this is, I'm feeling a feminine energy. I want you guys to be very careful. If you guys live alone, for women, I'm feeling a feminine energy person. Be very careful. I feel like someone, it's not, I don't want to say I feel. I get so sick of, tired of myself always questioning my fucking intuition. This just interrupted the whole fucking reading. Someone is watching you. I want you guys to be very careful when you go to your house. Pay attention to your surroundings. When you get in your car, make sure no one's fucking in your car. Pay attention to anyone who tries to approach you. I don't know. With the way that the world is right now, guys, get yourself some fucking mace. Get it. Oh my gosh, why can't I talk? I'm just so tired, guys. I'm so sorry. What do you call that? A stun gun, even a fucking gun, bro. If you can go get yourself a fucking gun, do it. If it's gonna keep you and your children, like if you're a single mom, like to keep you protected. Because I feel, you know what? Oh, I'm getting chills. You know that song, Intruder Alert. I'm getting it from Lupe Fiasco. Ugh, I keep getting the chills. So ladies, please be careful. That's never happened to me in a reading before. That's really weird. I keep getting, ooh, it's bothering me. Like weird chills. Make sure all your doors are locked. Make sure you look behind you before you walk into your home. When you walk into your car at night, you want it to come out. I just keep hearing Something about the perfect moment. There's a moment. There's something that needs to happen before you guys get into this, okay? So we have the Tower card, the Ten of Cups, and the Nine of Wands. Wait, is that 9? I'm sorry, I'd be like 6. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I said 9. The Six of Wands. Spirit, if you can specify what is it exactly that needs to happen, what is it? Oh my gosh. The Empress. It's just your guys' energy. There's something, guys, that you're not getting. There's something that's not clicking just yet. Something about your self-power, your self-worth, I'm hearing. And I believe that when you guys have this realization within yourself, and the Tower moment, now it's starting to make sense. Like, maybe it's not this outward thing that needs to happen. It's something that needs to happen within you. What are you not seeing? What are you not getting? What is it that you need to let go of? What boundaries is it that you need to set for yourself so that you can be in this fucking energy right here? Because you know what? This is queen energy right here. This is boss bitch energy. People can tell when you're faking confidence, okay? Once you truly believe in yourself, it's just gonna radiate. So, as we all don't like to hear, because bitch, I know I don't, it's on you. So if you want to get things moving along, you know what you have to do. And if you don't, that's something that Spirit wants you guys to kind of go through. I just heard a shift. There's a shift that's happening right now. I know right now we're in a full moon. So if you guys are feeling kind of like, I don't know why I heard the word tethered, but if that's the case, you need to cut out old stuff, old people, old situations. If there's things or people that you no longer want to be a part of. I just heard specifically, if you have an ex, someone needs to hear this. That ain't shit. And you know they ain't shit. But you still here talking to them. Then whose fault is that? Why are you still entertaining them? Why do you still feel the need to have them in your vicinity? Because it makes you feel good? Because it makes you feel like you're not alone anymore? How are you going to want more and better for yourself if you can't even let go of the old? If you can't even step into this energy right here? Why is God going to bless you with someone new, a new man or a new woman into your life if you can't let go of the old? And that involves you being alone. I never understood this. I never understood. I've had friends. I love them. I'm not saying this in a judgmental way. But I have to say this. I have some really good friends where they've been through breakups and like a few days, a week or two later, they got somebody new. And I would just say to myself, I said, self. First of all, how do you find somebody so quickly? And the only thing I could think of is you must have been entertaining someone in case things didn't work out with your previous present person. So you got backup. That's the only thing I can come up with because, bitch, I've been alone for a long ass time and I never understood, like, I've been broken up with someone for fucking 3.5 years. And I just now got with my new man 3.5 years later. I'm like, bitch, how you find somebody so fast? I'll be like, bro, how'd you find this guy? Oh, we just... I'm not going to call y'all out for those who follow me. But y'all make me laugh. And I'm going to say it because it has to be said. What is that fear? What's that thing that you're holding on to? The fear of the scarcity, I just heard. And then the Spirit just interrupted the fuck out of me because I was not going to say that. The scarcity mindset, the fear of being alone. So making sure you got backup so that you have that validation and that wholeness inside of you so you never have to face yourself and what you feel in that loneliness. Without realizing that in that loneliness is where you will find truth and where you will find yourself and where you will heal yourself from the things you need to heal from so that you're able to pick better, so that you're able to move better, so you're able to navigate with your intuition and not by worldly thoughts and worldly things. This is going to be for somebody. As the Bible says, we are a part of this world, but we are not of it. And until you let go of it, you're going to keep dating the same person with a different face. Ain't that a bitch? This is crazy because this is not supposed to be a love reading, but it's happening. I love tarot. I love it when this shit happens because I was not planning. This was supposed to be like an overall general reading. But you know what? Spirit, take the wheel. And I'm being silly as hell because I'm so damn tired. But we're going to get into this, guys, okay? I love it when this happens. It's going to be a good reading. There is something that you guys are not letting go of. What is it? What is it? Why is my collective, whoever this is for? And honestly, like, and if it doesn't pertain to you, like, if it doesn't have nothing to do with love, that's okay. It doesn't mean this reading is not for you. It's either love or there's just something. I just heard fear. What fears do you have? What are you not letting go of? You know, it doesn't always have to be like an old lover or dating the same type of person. It could just be the fear of, not showing your true self. Continuing the same cycle of, I don't know why I'm hearing, some people don't want to be seen for some reason. You want your life to change, but you don't want to be seen. How can you expect your life to change if you keep repeating and doing the same shit over and over again? If you truly believed that Spirit had your back in all of this, and I believe this is why I didn't even want to put it away, because I feel like this is the overall energy of what Spirit wants you guys to dive into and to embody this. Because I don't know why I feel like crying. This is the way that God sees you. And God, I just got it. God wants you to see you the way God sees you. If you didn't hear me in the back, God wants you to be able to see you the way that God sees you. That's why you're stuck where you're at right now. I don't even have to pull out the cards for that. Thank you, Spirit. I'm hearing, if only they could see, if only she could see how amazing she is, if only he could see how talented he is, what he has to offer to the world. I have so much for him. I have so much for her. So many, and not just blessings, but experiences to live life fully. to see things that I haven't shown everyone. This is for the very chosen few. Not everyone gets to see this. Not everyone gets to experience this. And I want you. Ooh, we're about to have church service, y'all. What is happening? You guys, I just had I had to delete so much stuff off my phone because I lost storage. And I can't help but to feel like something's trying to stop me from this reading, and I'm not having it. So let's see what else we got. We're going to pull out some oracles for some confirmation. I heard Spirit say 3, so we're going to do 3. Oh my God, you just flew out of my hand. There's 2 there. Fairy of the Sword. Lady of the Harvest. That's so funny. I think that was one of my TikTok. It is one of the cards I pulled out for my collective one on my TikTok. So what do we have for our last card, please? What do we have? You want it to come out. That one's cool. Okay. This one is number 4. I'll show you guys this. Actually, I can just pull it up here so you guys can see. This is, I think it says He of the Fairy Sword. Fiery Sword. Sorry guys, I need to figure out my new setup because I changed rooms for where I do my readings at. So, all right, that's 4. Let's see what we got for you guys. Okay. The presence of the fiery swords master in a reading can indicate that there is a need for a clear and focused will and a determination to carry through on decisions. Even if much effort is required, or he can tell us that such will and strength is present in regard to the issues under consideration, we need to consider how he is expressing his will and strength and how the expression may be enhanced or improved. It is the singer's energy that enables us to burst the bonds of an outgrown way of being and move on to the next level. He indicates that this is a time to take action based on clear spiritual will. His presence indicates great strength and great potential for good. It also reminds us that if we call upon him, we will receive assistance. The presence of this card in a reading radiates strength and willpower to the cards around it. Okay, so take that as you will. I felt like that was pretty straightforward. And then we have the Lady of the Harvest here. It's time to accept change, to move on to the next phase. What did I say, guys? There's something about a new cycle, an old cycle closing out so that the new can come in. Okay. Sorry, I almost freaked out. It was my low battery, and for a second I thought it said full storage. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? But no, it's my phone's dying, so I do have to hurry up though. Power and strength in the present and future come from releasing the past. This is a time of liberation that we might as well cooperate with it. It will happen whether we want it to or not. Release and liberation may be painful or joyful, depending on the circumstances. Cry if you need to, be joyful if that is appropriate, but in either case, trust the process. Acknowledge what you feel and prepare to move on. So what did I say, guys? Feel what you gotta feel. But just know that, I would hate to be that person to sit here and tell you everything's positive and fine and everything's just unicorns and rainbows and gummy bears and everything. Just be positive and everything's going to work out. I'm not that fucking reader. I'm not, because that's not realistic. We are human. We have feelings. I want you guys to feel that. I want you to question yourself. I want you to be curious about your own psyche, about your own, why do I act this way? Or why do I react this way? Why is it that this, why am I upset about this, right? Because this is a trigger. And it comes from something. It stems from something. And usually it stems from something in childhood. So being aware of your emotions and your reactions can only help you grow into a better person, a more emotionally developed person. Because you're becoming aware of yourself. And the more that you do this, the more you become aware, the more you're able to stop yourself when you're in that, like, oh shit, I'm doing it again. Oh, I'm dating the same type of person. Oh, why am I so rude when someone asks me a question? Why am I annoyed? It all stems from something. And this is just to help us grow, to help us evolve into better humans. So it's okay to feel. I'm not sitting here and telling you guys to never be upset and everything's positive all the time. No, it's not, because life isn't like that. Life is like a fucking roller coaster. Life is like a pendulum. You're going to have good days, and then you're going to have bad days. And guess what? The pendulum never stops. Because that's just the way, that's like a whole other video, because I'm going to spend too much time speaking on that. But if you can have this understanding that life is like a pendulum, you're going to have your highs and your lows. Highs, lows. It's inevitable. That is how God created life to be. Can you imagine if things was perfect all the time? Life would be boring as shit. It would. Tell me not. Tell me, if you had everything you ever wanted, everything you ever dreamed of, and you're just happy all the time, would you not be bored? We're meant to face consequences and trials and tribulations to build us and to help us appreciate the smaller things in life, so that when things are good, you appreciate it that much more. So have your feelings, just don't stew in it. That's all. And our last but not least, we have 44 lists of the shadows. This one's a pretty cool fairy card. If you guys want to know which oracle deck, if you guys ever heard of Brother Panic, his wife actually recommended this deck to me, and I love it so much. I love it so much, I almost dropped it. The Fairies Oracle. And then it comes with the book, of course, so that you can, because not everyone's gonna fucking memorize the whole, you know how many oracle decks there are in the world. So I love that it comes with a book, and the artwork is really pretty too. Alrighty, let's get into it so I can go to bed. Okay. So ultimately, Liz is trying to help people develop true self-respect and self-esteem. Oh, I love it. Okay. But she has to start much farther down the scale of idealism than that. She tries to inspire practical help for those who need it most. She is the inspiration for the first wobbly steps taken by a damaged soul. I'm sorry, I have to say that again because I ruined it, and it's such a beautiful thing. She is the inspiration for the first wobbly steps taken by a damaged soul toward healing. Her presence in a reading indicates that something that had seemed lost and fixed in that loss is now open to healing. Someone is ready to begin with help. The climb out of the inner mire. There is hope here and a need for a loving kindness tempered by practicality. If you call upon Liz for assistance in helping another, she will always give it. Often by encouraging that person to be receptive and others to also be helpful. She always has time to support those who have time for others. So whether you guys deal with fairies or, I'm not here to tell anyone what to believe in. I personally believe in God and Jesus, my ancestors, my loved ones, my DTs that work with me. But call for help. You guys literally have like angels and the Holy Spirit on standby. And sometimes I have to remind myself of that, because there'll be times that I'd be like going through the thick of it, and I'd be like, oh yeah, I forgot I can pray. I don't have to do this by myself. Why do we force ourselves to do that? When Spirit is literally like, I'm here. You just have to call on me. And this is a very spiritual message for someone specifically, like, or for those who need to hear this or believe in it, is that there's something about, it's like the way that I see it in my mind, the way I comprehend it spiritually is, for some reason, it has to be done that way. We may not understand it now, but I don't know what it is, the way God has things set up, the universe, God, whatever Jesus you believe in, you know, we literally have that power. We literally have that help gifted to us. And so many of us don't use it. It's like God put us on this earth, and he's like, or I don't mean to say he, just, you know, the divine gave us these tools. And it's like the divine puts us here, and here I have this thing for you. You're gonna need this. You might need this, you know, and take this book just in case, because you might need help. And yeah, just let me know if you need help with how to use that. And imagine you have all this stuff, and you're just like, I think I got it. I'll figure it out. And the divine's literally like, but I just gave you the tools to, like, okay, do it your way. And it always makes me laugh, because then we always go back to God's way, because we think we're so smart. We think we're so fucking smart, and that our way is better than God's way. Until we learn that our way ain't shit, and God's been just waiting for us to kind of like use what was given to us by the divine. So I hope this resonates with someone. There was a lot going on. There was a lot of energies, actually, I got a lot of prophetic messages in there. That was very, I felt like my crown chakra was tingling. It still kind of is, but I absolutely love it. And I hope you guys get something from it, and that the message was received. All right, guys, until next time.